Topping today's news, groundbreaking for a new hospital here in the capital coming in early 2024. The F&M deputy leader questioned by police investigating the Beach and Parks Authority. Prime Minister Davis calls on the UN to take a leading role in global tax cooperation, and police investigating yet another traffic fatality here in the capital. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jareno Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News. It is a pleasure to have you join us. Groundbreaking for the new state-of-the-art hospital facility here in New Providence could begin as soon as early 2024. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Dovell, was speaking to reporters this morning at the launch of the Trained Clinical Nursing Program.
Yes. Well, you know, the facility that we are planning here for New Providence is a specialty hospital. It's a design-build facility. And once the financing is done, we will move very quickly to make an announcement so that the architect and engineers would complete the first phase of the design build. And hopefully early next year, the Bahamian people could see activity on the site. We have completed the feasibility study for the hospital here in New Providence. We have done the geotechnical work and all of the topographic studies. We've gotten approval from the Department of Environmental Health and the Environment to ensure that the land is secure for where we're going to go. It's on high ground, and because it's on high ground, we believe that in flooding, we should be secured.
The new hospital is estimated to cost $300 million, and it will be situated on more than 40 acres of land on Papal Track. Dr. Dovell also revealing that government is in its final stages of securing funding.
We went out to the international market to seek funding. I'm pleased to report that we're having a lot of positive feedback, and we believe that we have narrowed the possible financing down to 2 or 3 individual financiers. That is being discussed with the Ministry of Finance, and when the details with the financing is completed, it will be my responsibility as Minister to notify the general public of where we are with the new hospital here in New Providence. But I'm pleased to report things are moving as planned, and I'm excited that we have now found 3 potential financiers for this particular facility.
The new hospital will be a specialty facility for maternity, pediatric, and adolescent care. It will also house a blood bank and national morgue. Deputy Commissioner of Police Lemon Delaveau over the weekend confirming that police have begun a probe into irregularities at the Public Parks and Beaches Authority during the period leading up to the 2021 elections. The Deputy Commissioner of Police made it clear that the investigation is not targeting anyone in particular. However, he did confirm that Free National Movement Deputy Leader Shannon Cartwright and others were questioned. Cartwright is the former executive director of the authority during the Minnis administration, and according to Deputy Commissioner Delaveau, the investigation should be completed within a matter of weeks. Since coming to office in 2021, the Davis administration has raised the alarm over contracts issued by the authority without going to tender. Mr. Cartwright has on multiple occasions defended his time as chairman and has rejected any accusation that he participated in any wrongdoing or knew of any wrongdoing. During the G77 plus China summit in Havana, Cuba on the weekend, Prime Minister Philip Davis called on the United Nations to take the lead role or ultimate authority in settling issues of international tax cooperation and administration. With a number of small island developing states like the Bahamas facing the issues of blacklisting, Prime Minister Davis highlighted the disproportionate impacts of blacklisting by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, that's the OECD, and the European Union on countries of the Global South.
For too long, we have all lived in an environment where global tax policy was mandated and designed by the OECD, where concepts underpinning the current international tax system prefer the interests of the global north, that is, the OECD members and developed countries, at the expense of small developing countries, primarily black governed former colonies in the global south. former colonies of those same members of the OECD.
Prime Minister Davis noted that countries of the Global South are already reeling from actions and impacts of countries from the Global North, industrialized countries that contribute the most to global warming and the adverse effects like more intensive natural disasters. This is now exacerbated by arbitrary blacklisting of vulnerable countries such as the Bahamas.
For example, when it comes to insurance, these blacklists result in any remittances from European reinsurers on claims being automatically reduced by 25%. A significant percentage of the monies owed is punitively retained by the EU. We are thus poorer and less able to rebuild because of the effects of the climate crisis. We should demand equal treatment, and we so demand. We demand the UN to be the proper arbiter in tax matters. We can hardly breathe. And so we demand privileged multilateral organizations like the OECD to take your knee up to the proverbial necks of countries like the Bahamas across the global south.
The international tax system, largely influenced by organizations like the OECD, is oftentimes criticized for favoring wealthier developed nations. And as a result, given its inclusive nature, many developing countries advocate for the United Nations to take a leading role in international tax cooperation, hoping for a more equitable system where all nations have equal input. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Philip Davis is in New York today, where he is participating in the Clinton Global Initiative 2023 until Tuesday, September 19th. Prime Minister Davis expected to deliver remarks today, emphasizing the Bahamas' commitment to global collaboration on pressing issues like climate change. In addition to the Clinton Global Initiative, Prime Minister Davis will engage in key meetings at the United Nations General Assembly. The CGI 2023 brings together global leaders to tackle challenges such as climate change, healthcare, and gender-based violence. Last year's conference saw over 140 global commitments, including significant pledges towards water and sanitation. Prime Minister Davis expected to return home on Wednesday. And finally, in this segment, the Progressive Liberal Party had a weekend of celebration in honor of the party's second anniversary of governance. The celebrations kicked off on Saturday with a breakfast and grill and chill at the party's headquarters. On Sunday, PLPs led by party leader Prime Minister Philip Davis attended Mount Tabor Church for a service of thanksgiving. Commemorating the occasion, PLP Secretary General Barbara Cartwright highlighted some of the party's successes since coming to office.
Some of the government's successful accomplishments are reducing VAT, increase of the minimum wage, which impacted over 60,000 workers, record-breaking tourism arrivals by more than 30% of our previous records, building of affordable homes, completion of 22 union contracts, expansion of social services and agricultural programs, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. While there is more work to be done, I am confident that under the leadership of our Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister, that our PLP administration will continue to uplift and empower all Bahamians.
Prime Minister Philip Davis not only reflected on his administration's successes, but also highlighted what he hopes the road ahead will look like for his administration.
When it comes to the development of our nation, we are not interested in excuses. We want to see more income equality, peaceful communities, food security, improved public health care, and more opportunities for Bahamians to own homes and successful businesses. The desire to see progress on these national issues and challenges is what inspired me to enter politics in the first place, and it continues to motivate me to this day. 2 years ago, when the PLP came into office, we said that we were not here to maintain the status quo. We're here to lay the foundation for big changes as we take steps toward a fairer and more prosperous society for all Bahamians.
Prime Minister Davis assured that the way forward is promising, and though it may have some challenges, the Progressive Liberal Party government will never stop fighting on behalf of the Bahamian people. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back after these commercials.